Hi, this is the third in a series of videos I've been doing on the Mirror Dashcam. And if you've not seen the first two videos, I'll be posting links below. Please check them out. And full disclosure, I purchased my unit from Amazon.com and I've had the unit for almost 6 months now. And so this is the rear camera assembly that comes with the camera. This is the actual camera and it has a very small profile. This is the portion which would connect to your vehicle, and you've got the option of either using double-sided tape or using screws. I am assuming that the double-sided tape is if you want it to be installed internally, or you can use the screws to connect this externally. It also comes with wires which you can connect the front portion, the mirror dash cam, off to the rear camera. In this video, we'll be focusing more on the capabilities of this camera. The picture is grainy, but other than that, you can still make out the plate number of the vehicle at the back. There is no correction on the mirror image, and so all the letters would be inverted. But that can be easily corrected via software. The markings and people's faces can easily be seen even if lighting conditions are suboptimal. While driving at high speeds, the rear camera fails to capture sufficient detail on persons or vehicles. There would be different situations at night. Here we have a parked vehicle situation, and I'm actually parked in a gasoline station where there is sufficient lighting. As you can see, the image is bright and clear. You can make out the detail on the people, and with a little effort you can even make out the name of the individual through his name tag. And here I am parked at a dark location, and the image quality is barely usable. You can hardly make out the people. Vehicles are hard to make out as well. Night driving at higher speeds, the rear camera is unable to capture any detail on vehicles. The image is grainy, and even motorcycles and the buildings surrounding cannot be made out. So there are three settings to this. By default, I have it this way. So this is the default feature. You see the front. This one is the back camera. And this is the PIP, picture in picture. You see both ends, but this is kind of confusing. So it's a nice feature if you think somebody's following you or you want to pretend you're James Bond, but it's a novelty at best. You can also do an emergency recording. I press this, it will record I think it's 10 or 15-second video, and it will be separated from the rest of the videos. As you can see, this guy is diligently cleaning the rear window, and you can see that the picture is quite clear. So this is at night, but there is an overhead light. Later on, we're going to go to a spot where we can see this. We can see the camera on low light and see how it goes. So here we have him in the front. You can actually see, say a person would be coming to your side to do some harm to you, you definitely get this guy's face at this range. But also take into consideration that there is a bright overhead light. So if it is pretty dark, you have to factor that in. But I thought this would be a nice test to do, so people out there can actually see or have an idea what the results are. So here we are. I'm just gonna get some air and water on my vehicle. It's a more darkened portion of the gasoline station, and here we have the front video. It's quite clear. Go to the rear. As you can see, it's still well lighted. It's still pretty clear. P&P to see both. So the quality of the image as far as the front camera is really superb. I don't know if it's being captured properly on this iPhone. On the rear camera, I think if somebody would go up to the back of your window, the camera would capture details sufficient enough for you to identify somebody. So if we go into the album portion, we can actually see that recording that I did earlier. There's that 9-second, and there's that 10-second. Everything else would be, you see, a minute 36. And so what about downloading the videos? So this would be the Yi application, and basically how you would download it is just press this button here. There we go. And so right now we start at 9:42. And for a 1 minute and 36-second video, it's gonna take a while. It's not gonna be instant, but it's not awfully slow as well. Think of it as like counting 1 to 100 in your head. That's basically the speed of the download for the videos. So to wrap things up, the rear camera produces usable pictures during daytime, but at nighttime, having good lighting conditions will be key in having good footage. In the 6 months that I've owned this camera, I have rarely extracted videos from the rear camera. What the rear camera actually gives you is peace of mind, such as in situations where you are rear-ended. Having a 4K 1080p front camera would not matter. It is that low resolution 720p camera that will be capturing the footage. So think of the rear camera as just a bonus to an excellent front mirror dash cam. And thank you for listening in to this review. This is W. Joseph. I'll catch you next time.